You ever meet someone and just remember them? It's not always about their talent or their looks. It's something else, right? It's the power of a winning personality. And in this explainer, we're going to dive deep into the exact traits that can really inspire success, not just in your career, but in your relationships, well, in pretty much every part of your life.
So what even is a winning personality? It's way more than just being charming or quick with a joke. It's really about building a set of qualities that make you unforgettable. You know, the kind of person who isn't just liked, but is deeply respected and genuinely admired.
So here's our game plan. First up, we'll get a handle on what personality even is. Then we'll figure out what makes it winning and look at the real-world impact it has. After that, we're getting practical. How to build your own, what big mistakes to avoid, and how you can get started on your own path to success. All right, let's start at the very beginning with the word itself. Personality actually comes from the Latin word persona. You know, the mask an actor would wear for a specific role. And that's such a perfect metaphor, isn't it? Because in life, we all wear different masks and play different roles depending on where we are and who we're with.
So, to put it a little more formally, your personality is that unique mix of traits that tends to stay pretty consistent over time. Just think of it as the overall impression you leave on people. It's the sum of how you act, how you talk, and how you react to things day in and day out. But here's the most important thing to get from this. Stable does not mean it's rigid. Your personality isn't going to completely change overnight, but it is absolutely not set in stone. With some real effort and new experiences, it can definitely evolve. You always have the power to shape who you become.
Okay, so how do we go from just having a personality to having a winning one? I just love this analogy. It's like a perfect cup of coffee. It's bold, it's smooth, and yeah, maybe a little bit nutty. The point is, it's memorable. It's that special blend of confidence and charm with just a little bit of humor that can light up a whole room.
So let's break down that winning blend. It really stands on 4 main pillars. You've got to have the confidence to put yourself out there and the empathy to connect with people. You need optimism to keep pushing forward, and you need great communication skills to bring it all together. This combination is what makes someone not just likable, but truly trustworthy. And why should you care about this? Well, the impact is huge, and it hits both parts of your life. Professionally, it can totally boost your leadership potential and just makes you better in a team. But personally, it leads to stronger relationships, better mental health, and honestly, just a much higher level of happiness with your life.
Okay, so how do we actually build this thing? Let's get into the practical side. It all starts with these core traits. We're talking about confidence that doesn't spill over into arrogance and the emotional intelligence to know the difference. At your core, you need integrity and authenticity. You got to be real. And to handle everything life throws at you, you need resilience and a solid base of optimism.
Now think of communication as the vehicle that carries your personality out into the world. The goal isn't to be the loudest person in the room. It's to influence people in a positive way. And that starts with step 1, really listening to people. Once you do that, you can express yourself clearly, use positive body language, and wrap it all up with genuine empathy.
And those internal traits, they fuel how you interact with everyone around you. It becomes easier to build rapport with people and to genuinely respect different points of view. It means you're a better collaborator, and you naturally encourage the people around you. And, this is a big one, it's not about avoiding conflict, it's about handling it with maturity. The engine that drives all of this is a growth mindset. It kicks off with self-awareness, really knowing your strengths and your weaknesses. Then, it's about being brave enough to ask for feedback and step outside your comfort zone. When you mix that with daily habits like gratitude and keeping your emotions in check, you're not just learning skills, you're building real character.
But look, building good habits is only half the story. We also have to actively avoid the bad ones. Your best defense against what I call personality killers is a flexible, solution-focused mindset. If you train yourself to look for solutions instead of just problems and surround yourself with positive people, you're building a powerful shield.
And these are the specific habits that will absolutely sabotage all your hard work. Constant negative thinking, not really listening to people, being dishonest, and especially gossiping, these are the personality killers. My advice? Just avoid them at all costs.
And let's be real for a second. This isn't always easy. Things like fear of what people think, low self-esteem, or social anxiety can really hold us back. But the good news is, with some dedicated practice and as your confidence grows, every single one of these can be overcome, for sure.
This brings us to what might be the most empowering idea we'll talk about today, busting the myth that your personality is fixed. The truth is, Anyone can learn new behaviors. Anyone can develop their social skills. Anyone can transform who they are. Your personality is not a life sentence. It's a living, breathing part of you that you can shape.
You know, in the connected world we live in today, there's another really important layer here: cultural sensitivity. A truly winning personality knows how to adapt respectfully to different situations and cultures without losing who they are at their core. It's all about being flexible, not being fake.
So, after all that, what are the absolute most important things you need to remember? I've boiled it all down to the top 5 key takeaways. You ready for them?
Here they are. It's really that simple, but man, is it powerful. Smile more, listen better, stay positive, be consistent with it, and above everything else, always stay real. Authenticity is magnetic. These 5 things are really the foundation of a winning personality.
And let's not forget what's in it for you. When you consistently practice these habits, you naturally become more optimistic, more charismatic, and more persuasive. You'll probably find that you start to emerge as a natural leader, and you'll build connections so much more easily. You'll just shine. I want to leave you with this amazing quote from Rabbi Hillel. It just perfectly sums up the balance we're looking for. The journey has to start with working on yourself, right? Because if you don't do it, who will? But it can't stop there. The real purpose of building a winning personality is to use it to connect with other people and lift them up too. That's when you really win.